Do you want to get rich in Kewlbiverse? Well, you're on the right video. So my base is level 9, meaning I have spent quite a pretty penny leveling it up. So I want to go over some ways in which you can get rich as fast as possible. So what's important here is that you've always got something growing in the garden. It doesn't matter if it's berries, it doesn't matter if it's potatoes. When you're just starting out, all that matters is you've got something in the garden always growing. Make sure that you keep checking in all the time to make sure your garden is still growing stuff and it's not ready for harvest, because if it is, go to the coin stand and sell your stuff. Speaking of the coin stand, you're able to level up the coin stand at certain points. So what I would do before you go and sell anything, if you've been leveling up your base and stuff like that, just check in with your coin stand here and just press level up and just press this, and then it will tell you if you can level up, and if you can't level up, it'll tell you what you need to do in order to get the level up. So leveling up the coin stand is super important because you will get more profit for your crops. So it's super duper important to make sure before you sell anything, you check if you can level up. If you can't, just sell your things and just keep planting more things in order to level up your base. Okay. Now, when you go to sell things, have a look at the top here where I'm tapping. So you can see that there is a cabbage and it's in demand. Now, because cabbage is in demand, you can actually get more money for selling in demand stuff. Also, if you would like to sell everything in your inventory all at once, you can press this button down here and it will sell everything in your inventory. So I'm going to press sell. There we go. Now you can pick up things like mushrooms, berries, and potatoes from all around the map. So what I would do if I was you, I would go exploring, okay? Let me get the map open. So I'd go exploring, and I know for a fact there are some potatoes around this area here, and I know there are berries like around here, and I know there is mushrooms like over here, like in this area, roughly this area. So what I would do, I would go exploring on the map, and I would use the map markers to actually mark where you've seen berries spawn, where you've seen mushrooms spawn, where you've seen potatoes spawn, and then you can always go back there with the little marker and you can go pick them up again, because they do respawn after a little while. I'm not too sure what the spawn rate is for these harvestables, but just mark the map and then you can go back to it later. Now, something I've been doing in particular is with tomatoes. So tomatoes take 8 hours to grow. So what I've been doing is I roughly sleep for, well, I try and sleep for 8 hours. I never quite get 8 hours, but never mind. So what I do is I put the tomatoes in before I go to sleep, and then when I wake up, they're either almost done or they're done. And then that means you can sell them. And tomatoes aren't unlocked straight away. You do have to level up in order to unlock tomatoes. So yeah, you can actually plant tomatoes. That's a really nice way of having something ready for you when you wake up. However, if you're on the game and you're planning on doing like a long play session, what I would do is actually grow cabbage, because they only take 20 minutes to grow. So that gives you enough time to actually go exploring and whatnot. And then when you are finished exploring, you can come back, you can harvest, you can sell, and then you can go get ready to go on another little adventure, and you can just keep doing that over and over and over again, and eventually you will get some results. You will get some results. Now the next thing is to make sure that you have watered everything. So you can tell if something's watered if the soil looks darker, and if it's not been watered, there's usually like a little water symbol above the crop. Sometimes, like if you're, because I'm planting wheat at the moment, if I come back on, like maybe in like a couple of hours or so, I'll be able to water them again, which will reduce the time. So it's very important to make sure that you are watering your crops in order to reduce the amount of time, so you can sell them and then plant something else. So yeah, okay, so that's basically my little guide for growing your veggies. And I actually realised when I was recording this video, Eve actually gives the same tip in the Discord server about the tomatoes as I wrote in my notes when I was before, what was it? No, it wasn't before early access. It was like just after I wrote something down about tomatoes, because I saw that the sell price was much higher than the other things. And yeah, Eve literally said the same thing. Try and get 2 tomatoes, then put them in the ground before you go to sleep and water them. So I was quite shocked when I saw Eve put that in the Discord server. So yeah, nice to know I'm giving good advice. Okay, so I have been Moonstar. You've been amazing. Hopefully this guide helps you. And yeah, ta-ta!